Hey y'all, it is your boy once again, Self Love Gangster, and I just wanted to make a update because I really want to be consistent with the updates. I unfortunately have not been consistent with the self love journey. I still want to make content for this channel, and I still care very dearly about the self love process, the specific self love process that Teal Swan has created through her e-course, How to Love Yourself. But I think I probably am just going to need to revisit that. I have so much more of a respect for the actual process and how it's broken down step by step and how you should do things in order. I understand now why it's so tough, because the very first thing you have to face is your self-hate. And until you from what it looks like, just owning the e-course and seeing the way the different lessons are laid out, the way everything is structured, I mean, it would appear that you need to get good at doing parts work with your self-hate and do maybe a couple other steps before you officially start your 365 days of self-love. That's why, like, just doing a little bit of it, seeing a little bit of it that I have seen so far, it makes sense now, having having a little taste of it. It makes sense as to why you want to do it in a very precise order, and you want to do very specific things before you move on to the next stage. Right now, where I'm at just in my life journey, outside of this self-love journey, yeah, I didn't even realize until I am saying this now that I think I'm going to give up on my first. It's not my first try, actually. It's like one of, maybe I tried it like once or twice prior. I don't remember. But this has been my most serious embarking on the self-love journey. I'm realizing now it's devastating. Maybe I should just take a minute to. Am I really not? Yeah, because the thing that I kept running into, and I realize now why I couldn't. It's really, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to dedicate yourself to the self-love journey. It makes so much sense now why you shouldn't do that before having a better relationship with your self-hating parts. Why you should start to get a certain level of mastery over that before moving forward, is because until you get better at doing that, it's harder to differentiate between a genuine loving bit of intuition that comes through, and then that you can then act upon, and then that, or self-hate trying to mimic or disguise itself as a self-loving bit of insight or a bit of intuition. So that's what I kept coming up against. I know that in prior updates, I was talking to you about that. It really sucks. It really sucks. I will keep going. This is not the end. There are more urgent matters, though, to deal with. self-love is always important, but if I'm going to do it, I really need to be 100% or as close to 100% committed as I could be. I'm finding it incredibly difficult to do anything but just try to survive right now. Speaking of prior updates, I believe I did tell you about how especially difficult the last month and a little bit of change has been with kind of sort of being pretty much homeless for like a second there, to going back, living with my family, back to living in the car, back to sleeping in the car, I should say, not living there. Back to sleeping in the car, back to living with family. I stayed in a hotel for a bit. My friend Alana helped me. You'll hopefully be hearing from her later. We'll see. I have to check in with her. I've been like flying all over the place, so it has been hard to make sure I'm covering all my bases, contacting all the people that I really want to be in touch with and should be in touch with in a timely manner. Basically, I'm just trying to follow my inner guidance as much as possible. And it seems to be working. I just need to be listening a lot more closely. Really, the main point here of this update is to inform you that I have got still a lot of cool shit cooking. I still consider myself the self-love gangster, don't get me wrong. We will revisit this. I need to get a few things in order. Because I can't give my all. I can't dedicate myself 100% in the way that I'd really like to. If I don't get to the bottom of certain other stressors in my life that are just keeping me kind of in survival mode. And by kind of, I don't mean kind of, I mean completely in survival mode. The issue in my crotch region has just reached a head. It's really numb. The skin is paper thin. It is the most difficult, challenging thing I think I've ever dealt with, at least in this life. And I need to get to the bottom of that first. And I think I need to just get really, really, really specific with what that needs, what that is signaling to me. And it's hard to really do anything else but listen to what that needs. So, this is, once again, see, this is what I'm talking about. It's hard to be in a super vital state and have a super straightforward and coherent update for you in this place that I'm at right now, unfortunately. But I felt it was important to update you, let you know I'm still going to be here. I don't know exactly when I will restart my self-love journey. I don't know if I'll keep the days that I started and just pick up from there or just completely start over. I will get back to you on that. I'm going to have to think about that. Because I did make at least some progress doing this. Did I? I don't know. I think so. A little bit. It was good practice. And it is something I'm still very serious about. I guess for the time being, I'm going to be the self-care gangster. Because right now, it's just whatever I can do that's maybe not the most loving things. Because it's hard to do that kind of stuff in its ultimate form when you're in survival mode, which is where I'm at right now. But you can still take good care of yourself. You can still show yourself loving gestures while you're mainly focused on putting other things back together, putting certain things in order to get back to a more ideal place where I can take on a journey like the self-love journey in a more explicit and consistent way. That's my promise to you. That's my promise to myself. I know all of you, or I feel all of you self-love gangsters out there really care about this. And you probably care a lot about it just like I do. And so I owe it not just to myself, but to you to pick up eventually where I left off. And I'll get back to you soon on that. And I'll get back to you with more updates of just generally where my life is at. And should be pretty interesting. I love y'all. Self-love gangster. Signing out. See ya.